isn't easy for me to admit. I got a fire inside and some words I know I can't keep in. I see faith turning into a show.
Okay, so this is attempt number 3 because something's been happening that I have to start this all over again, but I really wanted to do a video and talk to you guys and say Happy New Year and stuff, but at the same time this video might be a little messy so I have so many ideas, so many things I want to talk to you guys about. I know it's been a while, I mean not that long, but it's been a minute and I didn't even know where to start. Because of course I have a lot of topics I want to talk to you guys because I'm constantly thinking about you guys and oh, I want to share this with the girls and this and that. But my thoughts are all over the place. I have way too many things, so I didn't even know where to start. What do I say? And then with that, because usually I have a focus as to what I want to talk to you guys about in a video, and this time I couldn't. There are too many things. And with that, it gave me an idea of what I wanted to share you guys, especially starting this new year. And because I've had the time to meditate and think and just be really submerged into God, which has been extremely amazing. Extremely. My pronunciation of English has not changed. Anyways, with my thought of all these things, where do I start? I was thinking about you guys and how you guys last year, I mean technically it's been a couple of days, 2017, so we're just in, I'm not sure when I'm sending this, January 1st. So, but last year, technically, I was just thinking about you guys and how you guys said, oh, you're on fire for God and you have all this passion, this and that, and I wanted to see how you guys were doing with that. If you guys still have your passion, if you guys still have the fire, because I know I have told a couple of you that don't get frustrated, things will happen, that it's not going to go your way maybe, or along the way you're going to get mad at certain things, but to keep that fire and keep that passion. And something I was seeing is we need a couple of things, obviously. One, what do you guys have? The passion, the desire, the fire, you guys want to do stuff. But with that, something that you really need is the focus. You need to focus all that energy, all that fire, all that passion into something. I'm not saying that you have to focus on one thing. I am saying you have to commit to one thing first. Because if you have all these ideas, you have all these topics, all the things you want to do, you won't even know where to start because it's going to be so much. You need to have a focus into something first so you can put all that fire into that. If you just have the fire, but you don't even have a vision, that fire is just going to consume you. You're going to have all this energy, and because you're not really putting it into action, putting it into something clear, you're not putting the steps, it's just going to consume you, and done fire. And I kind of wanted to encourage you guys with that, just because from some girls that I have heard things, I realized, because that was me, that I had the fire and the energy, but I didn't have as to where I was going to put that fire. And so I wanted to encourage you guys that now that you have that fire, or you've always had that fire, start focusing on where and how you're going to use that fire. For example, let's say I want to build a school because I want to help all these kids who can't afford to go to school, but I want this to be a Bible school. So that is what I want to do. So what do I need? I need the resources, I need the money, I need people who's going to help me build the school, I'm going to need teachers, I'm going to need to study the Bible in order to teach it. But see, I have an idea of what I want to do, so all this energy and all this fire, I am putting it on something because I have a vision. If you guys say, I want to do stuff for God, I am ready, which is absolutely great, cool, what? For what? If you don't have the what, you will have the passion, the fire, and everything, but where do you start? How do you move? Because you don't know where you're going to put it to. Let's say, for example, examples, of course, I just want to bring people to God. Okay, what do you need to do? you need to create an environment as to where you're going to bring those people into God. So you need to focus on that environment. Is church, can I bring them to church? It's church where I want them to go. Events, okay, I need events in order to bring those people. Do I have those events? But what do I need to do to create those events? First of all, I need to be prepared to be carrying these activities. What am I going to talk in those activities? And then on top of that, it's the follow-up. You can't really just invite people somewhere that one day and yay, let it be. Something I'm learning about discipleship. Oh man, you have to constantly be behind that person, calling them, how are you doing? How are you going? Can I help you with anything? Hey, have you reading Bible? Hey, come again to church, like not just one or twice, let's do this again. This is a month now. Discipling is, oh my gosh, constantly being behind someone. So if I want to bring people into God, what do I need to do in order for that to happen? I don't know. I know you guys have the passion, the fire. I know you guys have ideas. But for this year, I wanted to encourage you guys on making your ideas, your visions a little bit more sharp, a little bit more precise. Like, what do you want to do with that fire? And I do suggest write things down, like organize yourself. So when you do have, okay, this is what we want to do, guys. Now you know. Now you know everything that requires in order to make that happen. And again, I really encourage you guys to like dig deep. It's not just about like, we need to create this one event to bring in people. If it's, reaching out to others and just talking to them about God, is again, not just creating this one event and that's it. It's also not creating, okay, a couple events and that's it. We need to figure out like, okay, what does it require to really do that? It really also requires just, even if I don't create events, there's this someone I see, my heart goes out to that person and I just want to be there for them. It requires my attention to them, just like constantly calling them, seeing how they are, getting to know them, if that's what I want to do. It depends on what you want to do. That's what happened to me. I just had this like fire. I want to do stuff, but I didn't know what. And that was my problem. I had all this energy and I didn't know where to put that energy. And it kind of just consumed me. And I hope that's not the case for you guys, but that is just what I want to share with you guys as of right now. Starting off this year, have that fire that you have, continue having it, but put that fire and that passion into something. Don't just think, we need to be fired up for God, and that's it. And at some point, ask God, okay, give me a vision, give me an idea, what do you want me to do, God? With that, there was a verse that I hope I can find. It was in Colossenses, my gosh, 3:12. I still can't pronounce English. Let us then approach God's throne of grace with confidence so that we may receive mercy and find grace to help us in our time of need. I know that when you guys pray, you obviously believe that God is going to listen to you and everything. But in this case, ask Him with confidence and ask Him boldly, God, I want to do something. Show me what I can do. Because I definitely don't want you guys to get discouraged. I definitely don't want you guys to give up, and I definitely don't want that fire to consume you if you're not putting it into something. So I wanted to encourage you guys to ask God, take a minute. I realize it is really helpful to take a minute and just stop searching as to like, oh, what do I need to do? I have this fire, we need to start doing this, we have activities, we have plans, Stop, take a minute, and ask God, what do you want, God? God knows my heart. He already knows what I want. Or even when I don't know one and I just know that I have something and I want something and I don't even know what, God already knows what it is. So let's just take a minute to boldly and confidently approach His throne and ask Him, what does your heart want? Not me, not just my fire. What do you want? And please show me what it is so I can put all my energy and fire into it. And something else I want to share with you guys from, I hope I did this right. I think this is Hebrews 4:16. Well, you know what? Look up. Therefore, as God's chosen people, holy and dearly loved, clothe yourselves with compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience. At the moment, I am just seeking to have these qualities. And then with that, again, I know I said it before, like, anything we do is not going to be little or big. Whatever it is we do, if we're doing it for God, is really not going to have a size. Like, oh, this is so simple, I shouldn't do this. But people don't really realize that the simplest thing is the most necessary thing. And that is literally being kind, gentle, and patient to other people. If we're not patient and kind to other, and even people in church, if we can't just even have those actions towards simple things like events or church, or this person just frustrates me, if we cannot have that, how are we going to disciple others? How are we going to reach out to others? So I want to encourage you guys that whatever things you do, definitely don't think of them as little things. Any seed is going to count. But please, just do something. Something as simple as being kind to others, being very patient towards others. Even if you think that is like the smallest thing ever, that's the seed, and that's all we need to do. And I think this is Colossians 3:12, and the other one I read before, that was Hebrews 4:16. Again, see? Mess. I need to focus. And that's what I want you guys to do this year. Focus on something, and once you guys have an idea of what you want to do, then think about what that requires. Like, it requires for us to do this, it requires for us to do that, and I promise you, you won't be as frustrated of like, it didn't go our way. Because I want things to go your way. I mean, God's way, but I know that you're seeking His way, so I want you guys to be able to do it. I want that fire for you guys to keep on going, because like I've said, you guys have a lot. I believe that you guys have so much potential, and I never want you guys to give up. And every idea that you have, think about what you need to create and to make that idea happen. And maybe that's going to be just your first step into like, oh my gosh, I can do this. So be a little bit more focused, more sharp. Don't just be like, fire for God, but you don't know what. You need that fire, but you also need the vision. Okay, like, where do I go? So fire, but focus, vision on one thing. And I'm saying on one thing, but I'm saying on one thing first. So you can focus on this one thing, and once that is going, if you have something else, once this is developed, okay, go to that one. Because that's something I did too. I had way too many ideas. So because I had too many, I wanted to go here, I wanted to go there, I wanted to do this. I did nothing, because there were too many. So focus on one thing first, get that going, and then focus on something else. So focus. Don't just have that fire, don't just have that energy, don't just have like, I need to do something. Where can I put my fire into? And at the moment, that's it. I'm sorry if this video was less. I love you guys. Happy New Year. I'm always thinking about you guys. But please, just do things. Be a good person towards another person, and I promise you that's going to go a long way. These are the type of things we need to do. It's not so much big events and like, oh, I need to save 1,000 people. Let's start off by, I promise you, these are the things we need. Open door for somebody else. Smile to somebody. Like, if somebody's alone, let me buy them food. Like, small things. Compliment others. Be patient towards others. I promise you, those things. If we start off with that, that's all we need to start off with. Anyways, that's it.